India's big guns still need a bit more rest, which means that for the purposes of this series, the big guns such as Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, not a part of this series. In fact, some of them haven't played a single T20I since the last World Cup that took place down under in November of 2022. Zach, so how do we view this series? Is this another opportunity for the youngsters before the senior players come back? Or can this be symbolic of a more permanent changing of the guard for India in T20I cricket?
Well, I think it's modern day cricket. This is how cricket has been evolving. You got to prioritize your tournaments. You got to prioritize your series, and work around that. So you've seen that when the World Cup was around, there was enough priority being given to the World Cup. Though the players were rested accordingly, the players were given opportunities also, keeping that in mind, keeping the game time in mind. So all those factors are linked. When you're looking at these numbers, it's a clear-cut reflection of the similar kind of thought process. You know that the T20 World Cup was just over, which was in 2022 in Australia. After that, what was important was the 50-over World Cup. So the planning was accordingly. So the big guns which you're talking about were given enough rest, and that's why these numbers are looking the way they are looking. Now you have the T20 World Cup, and generally you've seen in the T20 format, you've been giving opportunities to the youngsters. That's an easier format to get youngsters in, expose them to the international pressures of cricket, and let them then take it on from there, and then assess them whether they're ready for a different kind of format, be it 50 over or test matches. That has been the scenario with Indian cricket for a while, which I feel is a luxury to have. When you have so many good players around, this is the nice way of giving them opportunities, and that's the way I'm seeing it. So these matches are opportunities for all these youngsters. The big guns will at some stage be available when it matters.
And Parthiv, Zach mentioned a very interesting point. He talked about the fact that it's a luxury that we have since we have so many options. Of course, the senior players who are resting right now, but then you have these youngsters that are coming up, some of whom performed really well in the series against Australia. But when you have a problem of plenty, is that always a good problem to have, or can that sometimes be a bad headache as well?
So I've always said that the problem of plenty is not a good problem to have. I think, the way Indian team is shaping up right now, the kind of youngsters are there, whoever is getting an opportunity are making a mark for themselves. If you look at Ruturaj Gaikwad in last series, scored 100. Yashasvi Jaiswal came in and batted so brilliantly. That intent which Rohit Sharma spoke about in 50-over format, that's something which we saw from Yashasvi Jaiswal. And then came the Bishnoi. He was drafted in place of Yuzvendra Chahal, and once the series finished, he became a world's #1 ranked bowler. So whoever is getting those opportunities, Mukesh Kumar also, something which we spoke about, that he can be that another bowler who can bowl in death overs. So I'm sure Indian players are looking forward to all these kind of opportunities. And at this point of time, whether it's a decision has to be taken whenever they have to take it. We still have 6 months to go, so it's not that India has to decide today that whether they want their senior players to be playing this format or not. So you have to keep World Test Championship the ranking also in mind. That is the reason why you see the Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and everyone will come and play that couple of test matches which you are talking about, then 5 test matches against England. So to keep them fresh for that also is very important. And once these players are the quality that once they'll play a couple of games of IPL or 5 games of IPL, they'll get into the groove. So it's not about why they are not playing. It's just about making sure that they're fresh for the World Cup and for the Test series as well.